Hello friends, my name is Dheeraj Vaidya from wallstreetmojo.com. Today's topic of discussion is a very important topic, that is data validation in Excel. The purpose of data validation is to restrict user from entering an invalid data value in an Excel sheet. So in this tutorial, we'll basically discuss three things. Number one, what is data validation in Excel? Number two, how to use data validation with examples. And number three, learn the type of data formats that are basically allowed. So if you want to follow along with me, you can download the data from the link given in the description box below. We come up with some amazing Excel videos on frequent basis. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so by clicking on the subscribe button now. Let's get started.
Hello everyone. The topic for today is data validation. So data validation is one of the crucial parts of Excel where you can basically sort the data or create the data in according to certain set of rules which you can define and control. So that is what data validation is about. So in data validation, we'll be particularly looking at into four different aspects, which is basically textual data validation, numerical, this is the textual data validation, numerical data validation, and the date data validation. Okay, we have a simple data set over here, which is basically employee number, employee name, city, department, date of joining, last working day, and the CTC of the employee. Very simple HR database, which is there in front of us. Okay, now let's look at where data validation is. So in the above tabs, you can select data. Once you select data, you will see inside data tools a thing known as data validation. I quickly click on it. So here you will get a set of things. So setting, input, message, and alert. We'll be concentrating on setting right now. So what I'll do is first we'll start with the text validation. So I'll select city. I've selected simply the entire row. So I go into data validation. Inside settings, any value, currently it's at any value, basically I can input anything over here, but I want to create a certain set of rules that should be applicable to this particular row. So what I do is I select list is text, basically list, and where's the source at? My source is defined over here, the city is over here, so I basically select this is my source, K2 to K11. I do OK. Now in some time you'll get to see that all of this has been validated. You simply click on the drop down and you'll see all the list. What happens if I add something else which is not in the list, some random thing? It will give me an error which will basically say values doesn't match the data validation restrictions defined in this cell. Then you do cancel and you can select whatever you want. You can select as per the cities that have been defined by you. That's very important to create database. You can select anything which is inside the list, not anything that's beyond the list. Again, as this is very important, I'll show you one more example of this. I select the entire row. I go into data validation, again list. So here, obviously you can select the list or you can type it as well. So now I will type it. So wholesale sales, retail sales. Okay, just checking the spelling also. Data validation, corporate sales. Now you do an enter and you select what's there in the list. Anything that's beyond it obviously will come as an error, which you won't be able to select. So that is about text validation. Quickly moving into the numerical validation, which is on the CTC. In this particular column, row, what I want is the CTC. Okay, so CTC should be greater than 1000 and less than 10,000. Okay, that is what I want. Simply I select the entire column. I go into data validation. I come to, so here you can see whole number, decimals, etc, etc. I select whole number as this is a CTC. Again, lot of options: between, not between, equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. I want between. So minimum should be 1000 and maximum should be 10,000, not beyond that. I do OK. Here, as you see there, you won't be able to see any drop downs because it is just a validation between two numbers. So, but if I type which is anything beyond that, say 99, the error will come. But if I type which is within like 2000, it will take. Simply I put a validation for numbers which are between $1,000 to $10,000, and that is how you control your data set. Moving to the third part, which is dates. Okay, first we'll start with date of joining. So the date of joining should never be greater than today plus 1. So basically all employees should have a date which is today and less than today. Okay, so what's the date for today? So just quickly adding the date for today, it is 5th July 2021. Okay, select the data, you go into again data validation. Okay, once you go there, you'll have date. Okay, date is there, as you can see, between start date and date. What I want is less than or equal to today, so which is 5th July 2021. That's what I put. If I put here 6th July 21, should be, check the data validation quickly. Okay, less than or equal to date, it is P2, wrong selection, that's why the problem. Now let's see, the validation is proper, P2 less than or equal to, okay. Now if I select say 7th July 21, it will give me an error which will basically say value doesn't match the data validation restriction. But if I select 5th July 21, it will take, because that is the date, cutoff date for the date of joining, which cannot be greater than the particular date I've selected. Again, so this is basically less than or equal to today, and the last part, which is last working day, or DOL, we can define here as last working day, similar connotations. I select this. It should always be greater than today because a person can only leave after today, not today, in this particular data set. Again, data validation, I go into date. Again, I want something that is greater than today, which is P2. Okay, now if I select say 1st Jan 21, it will give me an error which will basically say data validation wrong. But if I select which is beyond, which is say 7th July 21, it will take. So that is how we are controlling this data set particularly. Also, very interesting part of it, which is basically, let's look at the other parts, which is input message and error alert. Okay, input message will pop up over here. So I can do please select through the drop down. That's my input message. Okay, please select, okay, from the drop down. Okay, there are some text limitations. Again, I'll just paste it over here. Same thing. Okay, it will say please select from drop down. That is my input message. Also, I can say an error alert, which is say data input selected is wrong. Please select again from the drop down. Okay, input selected is wrong. Please select again from the drop down. That is what the message is. And the data validation. Okay, let's see the data validation also list, which is there for cities. Here, selected again. Okay, drop downs coming. Let's see the error message now. Input selected is wrong. Please select again from the drop down. As simple as that. So these are the essential, most important data validations are there. But obviously you can see other options as well, like whole number you have seen. Decimal is decimal point, similar to whole numbers. List is, which we saw. Date and time are very similar. Text length is basically length of the text. That should be like a particular ID should be of 10 digits only, or 10 text values only. So there you can apply that. Custom is basically formulas into this validation. So this is about data validation. Please always practice. Practice will make it perfect and help you understand where you can use this essentially perfectly in your database.
I hope you found this video to be useful. Please do like and share. And if you have any feedback or want to suggest a topic for any future video, then you may do so by writing about it in the comments section. Also, we come up with interesting videos on Excel topics very regularly. So if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, then please do so by clicking on the subscribe button below so that you can get the notification about our latest videos at the earliest. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day.